We probably have a fair amount of viewers that use the internet in some form, but who may not fully understand how influential social media and internet technology companies have become. Tell us a little bit about that space, as they say, of the commerce and marketplace and how that affects us.
Well, essentially, these big tech companies are holding themselves out as being the new virtual public square. This is where people come to have conversations. This is, in the Bible you read about the city gates, yes. And that's where people came to conduct business, to have conversations, to decide important issues pertaining to the people of that community. And that is what the big tech companies are doing with Facebook, with YouTube. It's become the virtual public square. The problem is, it's not free. They are now acting in many ways as kind of the ticket takers as to who can come in. If you got a liberal ticket, come on in. You got a conservative ticket, not so sure. Let's see what you've got to say. That's not free speech. And when speech is no longer free, that's a problem for all of society, and people need to realize that.
Dennis Prager has argued that this gatekeeper phenomenon and the phenomenon of the marketplace of ideas becoming digital is replicating what's been happening on the university level for 20 or 30 years, to where there hasn't been any true free speech or marketplace of ideas in a secular university for a very long time.
True.
And that's being ported into this new medium in which you have no way around it.
Well, I mean, that's the history of the left. I mean, they gravitate to try to cut off any competition. I mean, we've seen it in the elementary and secondary schools. We've seen it on the college campuses where free speech is shouted down, if it's allowed at all. And now the alternatives that the free market system creates, PragerU, the internet. I mean, look, capitalism is good. I mean, look, it allows the free flow of ideas, and people are going to be creative and they're going to find ways to get the content out there. But they are wanting to use, in many ways, they will use the government to suppress it, or they will try to limit the access. They don't want a free exchange of ideas because, right, quite frankly, their arguments just don't hold water.
And to that point, from a Christian perspective, we're fine with truth doing hand-to-hand combat in the marketplace of ideas, because as John Milton once said, bad ideas tend to fall and good ideas tend to rise. And as believers, we know that truth can hold its own in the marketplace.
Without question. In fact, the truth is more appealing when it's compared to a lie.
Yes.
And the light is more clearly seen when the backdrop is darkness. So we're not afraid of an exchange of ideas. I'm not afraid to go on television and debate to someone on the other side of a political issue, whether it's human sexuality or religious freedom, whatever it might be, because the truth is compelling. Now, that doesn't mean everyone's going to flock to the truth, but if we put the truth out there in a Christ-like manner, speaking the truth in love, as Ephesians 4 says, I believe we win the hearts and minds of people. That's what they don't want. They do not want people to be confronted with the truth and be set free by the truth. And that is the power of the truth.